week, same hat. I'm loving this hat. Ben actually has the same one, and he had it on to go to church today, and I went and got mine because it looks cute with this outfit, right? And he was like, take that hat off. We are not going to church matching. And I was like, we are. I like this hat. It's cute with my outfit. And he was like, then I'm not standing by you. And I'm like, fine. He did. He held my hand at church. And we looked cute. We were twinning as a couple. That's cute, right? My thoughts this week are actually on homemaking. And homemaking being an end in itself. I was talking to a friend the other day. There are so many programs and tools and courses and all these things out there trying to help us as homemakers become more systematized, more organized, more efficient, more effective, more productive, all these things within our home, which is great. But so many of them say to do all those things so that you can have extra time, so that you can have time to run your small business your side business from home, so that you can have time to do the hobbies that you love, so that you can, do all these other things. So it's like the cleaning and the keeping and the organizing and the systematizing and the being excellent within your home is a means to another end. And that's kind of the mantra or the principle that we live by so often in our culture, is that being excellent in our home is only a means to another end, right? And I kind of want to take back that narrative and think about it as homemaking being an end in itself. Because I really believe that excellence in homemaking is an end in itself. One of my friends, Doherty, has always said, this is my work. I wake up in the morning, I put on my uniform, and I go to work. I just don't have to leave my house. This is my work. And the Bible calls us to be excellent in our work, whatever our work is, and to do our work as unto the Lord, as an end in itself. And so I just really want to think about my homemaking and my motherhood, whether I'm baking bread, whether I'm tending to the children or cleaning or doing the dishes or wiping butts, whatever I'm doing. I want to think of it all as an end in itself. I'm not organizing my home better or systematizing my home better or becoming more efficient or more productive or more excellent in any of these ways so that I can get on to the good stuff, right? So that I can get on to my business or get on to my hobbies or whatever. Those are awesome. I don't think it's bad to have a side gig or other hobbies. I have all those things. But I want homemaking to be an end in itself. I want to glorify the Lord with my homemaking simply because it's my job. And it's how I it's how I personally best serve my family. You may serve your family in other ways, but this is my service. This is my love and my life to my family and to my God. And I really want to think of it as an end in itself. So that's my thought this week, is just I want to be excellent at what I do around here. I want my cabinets to look beautiful because that serves my home well, not because, like the inside of my cabinets, not because that helps me move on to my hobbies or my side business or whatever it is more effectively. I want the things that I cook, which I don't do very well, or the things that I bake, which I do well, to be excellently done, to be the very best I can make them, not so that I can be more productive in doing them and get on to other things more quickly, but simply because I am going to stand there and enjoy what I'm doing in the moment. There's actually a video I'm going to link in this week's email with a bunch of old women just saying that they wish what they would tell their younger selves is to slow down and spend more time being fully present. And that's what I want to do in my home. I want to be a fully present mom and a fully present wife. And I want to be doing all these things, so that I can be more fully present. There's actually a line in a book. Let's see if I can find that book, and I'm going to make another video. Hang on just a second. Okay, here it is. I'm going to read this to you. This is from the book Teaching from Rest, which has been dropped in the bathtub many times, or pulled into the bathtub, I should say, by Sarah Mackenzie. It's a homeschooling book. It's really short. I highly encourage you to read it. It's like super short. How many pages? Maybe 100? Not even. 85 pages. But it's just like got so many good nuggets. And I want to read you this part that I've actually read to multiple friends. Okay, she says, I wonder what Jesus' ministry would have looked like if he was as obsessed with we are with, let me start over. I wonder what Jesus' ministry would have looked like if he was as obsessed as we are with making the most of our time. Jesus did not do it all. Jesus didn't meet every need. He left people waiting in line to be healed. He left one town to preach to another. He hid away to pray. He got tired. He never interacted with the vast majority of people on the planet. He spent 30 years in training and only 3 years in ministry. He did not try to do it all, and yet he did everything God asked him to do. So how do we break the habits of productivity and efficiency that we have been mothering with and teaching with for years, perhaps decades? Keep cutting back until there is peace in your home, says Nancy Kelly. If education is in part an atmosphere, then creating an atmosphere of peace should be of utter importance. Part of our problem with cutting back is that we lack clarity in our vision. We aren't clear enough on our goals or on how to use our day to support those goals, so we think whatever we are doing right now is either not what we are supposed to be doing or that it simply isn't enough. Well, what are we supposed to be doing? Have we thought through the schedule ahead of time and simplified so that we know the most important thing we should be doing at 2:30 on a Thursday afternoon? The whole underlying principle is that we have to decide ahead of time what the most important thing is to do at any given time in order to banish the worry that we might not actually be doing the best thing possible in this moment. Flying by the seat of our pants or living in the moment without taking the time to carefully assess what we ought to be doing at any given moment is a recipe for failure. Remember, we want to love what we ought to love and shun what we ought to shun. When you think you have a general plan for your day, pray over it. Ask God to reveal to you where you are missing the point. Once we are sure we're doing what we should be, we have to ask ourselves, is it enough? If you are reading a picture book to a toddler or working through a spelling lesson with your 9-year-old, is it enough to spend this chunk of time on that one small thing? If you spend the entire time you had set aside for math working through one single math problem, helping your child iron out her misunderstandings and really get a good handle on the concept at hand, can you close the math book for the day and feel successful? Or will you let that whole page of math problems taunt you? Little drops of water, little grains of sand, make the mighty ocean and the pleasant land. So the little moments, humble though they be, make the mighty ages of eternity. Little deeds of kindness, little words of love, help to make earth happy like the heaven above. It may just be a little drop of water, but if you can manage to take the long view, you will see that these moments, done faithfully, add up to quite a lot more than just a puddle. Done faithfully and mindfully, day in and day out over years, they make the mighty ocean. Yes, that one thing you are doing is enough. Today, as you go about your teaching and mothering, periodically stop. Ask yourself, what am I doing right now? Ask yourself, what am I doing right now? If the answer is helping my child diagram a sentence, then diagram the sentence. Do it without making a to-do list in your head or fretting about all the other subjects you still have to get to that day. If the answer is cooking dinner, then do it with everything you have. Don't run off to check your email while the sauce is simmering. Let it simmer. Talk to your kids. Turn on some quiet music and just relax into the moment. Today, do less and do it well. That's one of my all-time favorite passages, and I'll just leave it at that. I want to do less. I want to do it excellently. I want to do it for the glory of the Lord and for the benefit of these little ones. All right, we'll talk to you guys next week. Maybe. Bye.